Ladies and gentlemen, emotional resilience is the capacity to cope with life's challenges, adapt to adversity, and recover from emotional stress while maintaining a positive outlook. It's not about suppressing emotions or ignoring pain. Rather, it's about understanding our feelings, managing them, and using that knowledge to respond in healthier ways. Emotional resilience involves a combination of mental strength, flexibility, and problem-solving skills that allow us to face life's ups and downs without being overwhelmed. Emotional resilience is the capacity to cope with life's challenges, adapt to adversity, and recover from emotional stress while maintaining a positive outlook. It's not about suppressing emotions or ignoring pain. Rather, it's about understanding our feelings, managing them, and using that knowledge to respond in healthier ways. Emotional resilience involves a combination of mental strength, flexibility, and problem-solving skills that allow us to face life's ups and downs without being overwhelmed. In today's fast-paced world, emotional resilience is more important than ever. We encounter stress at work, pressures from social media, and personal struggles that can take a toll on our mental health. But it's how we handle these challenges that define our emotional resilience. It means being able to take a deep breath, assess the situation, and respond rather than react impulsively. It's about finding a sense of calm in the face of adversity rather than allowing stress to take over. One of the key components of emotional resilience is self-awareness. By understanding our own emotional triggers, we can anticipate how we might react in challenging situations and develop strategies to cope. For example, if you know that a particular type of criticism leaves you feeling angry, you can practice taking deep breaths, counting to 10, or using calming techniques to prevent a negative reaction. Additionally, emotional resilience involves being adaptable. Life rarely goes as planned, and unexpected events can throw us off balance. The most emotionally resilient people are those who can roll with the punches, learn from setbacks, and use those lessons to strengthen their resolve. They don't view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, but rather as opportunities to grow and develop. Moreover, emotional resilience is built through experiences of facing adversity, overcoming obstacles, and learning from failure. Each time we encounter difficulties and manage to cope, we build emotional resilience. It's like building a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it gets. The goal is not to eliminate all stress or negative emotions from our lives, but to face them with a sense of control, strength, and clarity. Ultimately, emotional resilience is not about hiding emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging emotions, understanding their impact, and using that knowledge to stay calm, focused, and in control. It's about recognizing that emotions are part of the human experience, and learning to navigate them is the key to living a fulfilling and successful life. Self-reliance is the ability to depend on oneself for emotional strength, decision-making, and problem-solving. It's about having the confidence to trust your own judgment, the courage to act independently, and the resilience to face life's challenges without relying on others to carry you. At its core, self-reliance empowers you to take ownership of your life, to shape your own path, and to build the mental and emotional fortitude required to navigate difficulties without seeking constant validation or support from external sources. In a world where societal pressures, peer opinions, and expectations from others often shape our choices, developing self-reliance is crucial for maintaining personal autonomy and a strong sense of self. When we are self-reliant, we don't depend on others to tell us who we are, what we should do, or how we should feel. We trust ourselves and our abilities to handle whatever life throws our way. A key aspect of self-reliance is cultivating self-confidence. When we have confidence in our own abilities, we are less likely to second-guess ourselves or doubt our decisions. Instead, we trust our instincts and the knowledge we've gained through our experiences. Self-confidence allows us to make choices based on our values and priorities rather than seeking approval from others. For example, when faced with a difficult decision, a self-reliant person will carefully evaluate their options, trust their inner wisdom, and take action without needing constant reassurance. Another important element of self-reliance is emotional independence. This means that While we all benefit from support and connections with others, we do not rely solely on others for our emotional well-being. We learn to manage our emotions, set healthy boundaries, and find inner peace through self-care and reflection. By taking responsibility for our emotional health, we free ourselves from being overly dependent on the reactions and approval of those around us. This helps us maintain stability and resilience in the face of challenges. Self-reliance also requires personal accountability. To rely on ourselves means acknowledging our role in both our successes and failures. When things go wrong, self-reliant individuals take responsibility rather than blaming others or external circumstances. They learn from their mistakes, adapt, and use those lessons to improve their future decisions. This accountability strengthens character and helps build a sense of control over one's life. Ultimately, self-reliance is about embracing your individuality, taking responsibility for your choices, and having the strength to stand firm in your beliefs. It's about knowing that no matter what life brings, you have the tools, the wisdom, and the inner strength to rise above challenges and thrive on your own terms. The value of silence is often underestimated in today's world, where we are constantly surrounded by noise, both literal and metaphorical. In a society that values productivity, constant communication, and instant feedback, silence is seen as a rarity, even an inconvenience. However, silence holds immense value, both as a tool for personal growth and as a powerful form of communication. When embraced consciously, silence can bring clarity, inner peace, and the opportunity for deeper reflection. One of the most significant benefits of silence is its ability to foster mental clarity. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, we are bombarded with information, demands, and distractions. This constant noise can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to think clearly or make sound decisions. By embracing moments of silence, we give ourselves the space to step back, clear our minds, and process our thoughts without external interference. In these moments, we can hear our own inner voice, assess situations more rationally, and approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Silence allows us to discern what truly matters, stripping away the distractions that cloud our priorities. Silence also provides an opportunity for self-reflection. When we're constantly speaking or interacting with others, it's easy to lose sight of our inner world. In silence, however, we can reflect on our actions, thoughts, and emotions. We can assess our progress, acknowledge our mistakes, and celebrate our successes without external validation. Self-reflection during periods of silence is a powerful tool for personal growth, allowing us to better understand ourselves, our goals, and our purpose. It also provides the opportunity to recalibrate our values, ensuring that we're aligned with our true desires and intentions. Additionally, silence can be a powerful form of communication. There are moments in life when words fall short or cannot fully convey what we're feeling. Silence allows us to communicate without speaking, creating space for deep understanding, empathy, and connection. In conversations, sometimes the most profound moments occur during pauses, the unsaid words that speak volumes. Silence in these instances can convey understanding, respect, and attentiveness, showing that we are truly present with the other person. It is also in silence that we can listen most effectively, truly absorbing what others are saying rather than simply waiting for our turn to speak. Moreover, silence is integral to emotional regulation. When emotions run high, it's easy to react impulsively or say things we might regret. Silence provides a moment to pause, breathe, and regain control over our emotions before responding. By practicing silence, we create a buffer between our emotions and our actions, allowing for more measured and thoughtful responses. This can lead to better relationships as we avoid reacting out of anger, frustration, or fear. In essence, the value of silence lies in its ability to provide space for clarity, reflection, emotional balance, and meaningful communication. By embracing silence in our daily lives, we can cultivate deeper understanding, enhance our well-being, and become more intentional in our actions and interactions with others. Silence is not an absence of sound, but a presence of insight, peace, and power. The power of focus is one of the most essential qualities for achieving success, maintaining productivity, and realizing personal goals. In a world filled with distractions, noise, and constant interruptions, the ability to focus is more valuable than ever. Focus is not just about directing attention to a task. It's about cultivating the discipline to stay engaged, overcome distractions, and channel your energy towards what truly matters. When we learn to harness the power of focus, we unlock the potential to accomplish more in less time and with greater efficiency. One of the key aspects of focus is the ability to prioritize. In life, we're often faced with countless tasks, obligations, and responsibilities. It can be easy to spread ourselves too thin, trying to juggle everything at once. But focus teaches us to evaluate what is truly important and to dedicate our energy to those priorities. It's about making conscious decisions to eliminate the trivial and redirect our attention to the things that align with our goals and values. By focusing on fewer, more impactful tasks, we can make significant progress rather than scattering our energy across too many endeavors. Another crucial element of focus is resilience against distractions. In the age of smartphones, social media, and constant notifications, maintaining focus can be a challenge. Distractions can derail our progress and cause us to lose momentum. But the power of focus lies in our ability to create an environment that minimizes these distractions. This might mean turning off notifications, setting boundaries with others, or carving out dedicated time to work without interruption. By training ourselves to resist distractions, we reclaim control over our time and our productivity. The more we practice this, the easier it becomes to stay on task and complete our work efficiently. Focus also involves the ability to maintain clarity of purpose. When we are focused, we have a clear vision of what we want to achieve and a roadmap for how to get there. This clarity allows us to make better decisions, take more purposeful actions, and stay on course even when obstacles arise. A clear focus keeps us from becoming overwhelmed or disoriented by external noise. It's the mental equivalent of keeping our eyes on the prize, even when the path ahead seems challenging or uncertain. The power of focus extends beyond work and productivity. It also has profound effects on our emotional well-being. By focusing on positive thoughts, goals, and self-improvement, we can block out negativity and foster a mindset of growth. It's easy to get caught up in worry or fear, but focus gives us the strength to stay grounded and positive. It helps us redirect our thoughts towards what we can control and reminds us that our energy is better spent on progress rather than on dwelling in the past or stressing over things we cannot change. Ultimately, focus is about being present in the moment, fully engaged in whatever task or goal is at hand. It is about tuning out distractions, aligning our actions with our purpose, and maintaining consistency in our efforts. The power of focus is transformative. It can propel us toward success, help us navigate challenges, and enable us to live with intention and clarity. By mastering focus, we unlock the door to greater productivity, personal fulfillment, and the achievement of our most important goals. No one's obligation to care is a difficult yet essential truth to accept in life. While human connection and empathy are crucial aspects of our social fabric, it's important to recognize that not everyone will or should be emotionally invested in our struggles. In fact, understanding that no one is obligated to care about our problems, emotions, or desires can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth, self-sufficiency, and emotional resilience. When we accept this reality, we liberate ourselves from the expectation that others will always be there to support us and empower ourselves to take control of our own lives. In a world where social media and instant communication have created the illusion of constant connection, we often find ourselves seeking validation and support from others. We want people to listen to our struggles, to share our triumphs, and to offer us comfort in times of difficulty. However, the harsh reality is that people are often preoccupied with their own lives, and they may not always have the capacity or the willingness to invest emotionally in our concerns. This can be painful, especially when we expect others to care deeply about us, but it's important to recognize that their lack of emotional engagement does not diminish our worth. People have their own battles, priorities, and limitations, and it is unreasonable to expect them to be constantly attuned to our needs. When we understand that no one is obligated to care, we begin to shift our focus inward. Instead of relying on others for validation or support, we learn to cultivate emotional independence. This means taking responsibility for our own well-being, managing our emotions, and finding ways to cope with difficulties on our own. It doesn't mean shutting ourselves off from others or rejecting support when it's available. Rather, it means learning to rely on ourselves first and foremost. When we become self-sufficient in this way, we create a stronger foundation for ourselves and build the resilience needed to face life's challenges. Another important aspect of this realization is that it frees us from the weight of expectations. We often put pressure on ourselves to meet the needs or expectations of others, and when those expectations are unmet, we feel disappointed or frustrated. But once we accept that no one is obligated to care, we can release these expectations and stop measuring our worth based on the reactions of others. Instead, we can focus on our own values, goals, and growth. This shift in perspective fosters greater personal empowerment and self-worth as we no longer seek approval or emotional support from others to feel validated. Furthermore, understanding that no one is obligated to care encourages us to build meaningful, authentic connections. Rather than expecting everyone to care about us, we can invest in relationships with those who genuinely share our values, interests, and emotional investments. The quality of our connections becomes more significant than the quantity, and we learn to cherish those who choose to be there for us out of love, empathy, and shared experience. Ultimately, the realization that no one is obligated to care is not a call to isolation, but an invitation to self-reliance and emotional maturity. It teaches us to value ourselves independently of others' opinions and to take responsibility for our own emotional health. This acceptance allows us to navigate the world with greater emotional freedom, knowing that we have the strength to handle life's challenges, regardless of external support. It is through this understanding that we truly begin to grow into our fullest potential.